England boss Gareth Southgate has sunk the last nail in Marcus Rashford's coffin as he has left him out of the provisional squad for the Euros that are coming just a few months from now. It is going from bad to worse for a player who was seen as the poster boy of English football a few years ago. What exactly is happening? Welcome to the United of Sport. My name is Webb. Subscribe, like, and share this video because honestly, it is mixed feelings, honestly, for me, talking about Rashford like this, seeing things go bad every day, going worse and worse for him. This is the cost. This is the price you pay if you don't put your head right at this topmost level. The money can be good, but it can also destroy what should be an exciting career. This boy is only 26, but he seems to be done. What exactly is he going to do? Let me tell you guys why this is worrying for me. Before, it was a case of, he's probably had a bad spell, he's has something personal going on with him. But by the time the national team boss also gives up on you, we've seen Gary Southgate prove that he will back players to the latter. He has left Jordan Henderson, his former captain, out of the team as well. But you understand, Henderson is not playing. He said it was a difficult decision for him to make, but it was definitely the right decision to make because there are so many good footballers for England in the positions, especially the midfield and the attack, even the defense. This is, I think, a special generation of English footballers that you've got to be at your A game to be in the team. But with Harry Maguire, there is a certain level of backing that he got from Gary Southgate when he faced his ordeal, when he was going through the worst times of his career. Southgate still kept putting him there in the team and playing him, starting him, giving him the captain's armband when he had to, when Jordan Henderson wasn't there. And you thought, this is support. It shows that the manager, the national team manager, sees something in this boy, that he's still hardworking, he's backing him. Maguire kept disciplined. With Marcus Rashford, a player who you think was before as probably even more important, not even as important, probably even more important for England than Harry Maguire, for him to be left out of this, for him to be left out of this provisional squad for the Euros, it's a big statement. It shows you that probably what's going on with him is bad. It's terrible. It's not just with Man United. It's him, and probably this calls for emergence. I mean, a player who scored so many goals he scored for Man United last season gets himself a long contract going on up to 2028, does not feature even in the provisional squad. He's not injured. He's fit. He's sitting on the bench for Man United. There is something wrong, and it should be investigated because this boy is 26. That should be the prime age for a footballer, an outfit footballer, playing for their national team. So it's a sad thing to see. Honestly, we can't laugh about it. Whether we like Rashford or not, we can't laugh about it. A few years ago, we can't be hypocrites. This boy was banging in goals that were making us all happy and excited. If things are not going good for him, he needs support. And and it's only going to get worse from here because we are going into a summer transfer window where a decision has got to be made on him. He's not going to keep earning over £350,000 per week to sit on the bench for Man United. What then is supposed to be done? Already his value has gone down. The fact that already he has not been playing for Manchester United, I don't see him playing the FA Cup unless Eric Ten Hag and Ineos, they decide to try and bring back his confidence, push him to start and honestly try to play for him if they are fighting for him to try and because if he has a good game against Man City, everyone will forget about the bashing, him being thrown around, the flag going his way because he's out of the squad. Everyone will forget about it for a minute because maybe if he's the man of the match, for example, Man United beats Man City, wins the FA Cup, his career can be salvaged like that. So to save his career, Manchester United can try to find ways of speaking to him and trying to psych him to come and motivate himself to come and take on Man City because there is no better opportunity than that for him to come out there and perform. And we've seen it before after the Belfast bender, when he came in the next game and scored a beauty. He was trusted. I think he's that kind of player who can respond when he's in the right mood. He can respond to critics by performing on the pitch. But it looks like it's all going down badly for him, and it's a difficult place honestly to be. You don't want to be him at this point in time. But again, there's always a price. I mean, when you certain things you do, there's always you pay the price. We are always all of us. I think it's a rule of life. You pay at some point for the decisions you make because the Belfast bender was never going to get away just like that. And these are the things. I mean, you don't sign a big contract like that, and you you all go lazy. You don't, you lose motivation, the morale to play football. You start disrespecting your club, the fans, the team is struggling. You're going around enjoying your cash, buying cars and what have you, spilling cash, enjoying your life. And you think karma won't come back. Karma is a bitch, like they say, and it will always come back and, eat you up. But it's sad to see. It's sad to watch, but that's the case. And the sad bit is Man United might be stuck with this boy. One who is no one wants him. No club in their right mind will come and pay the 80 or 100 million we thought we would get Marcus Rashford. So will be stuck with him. Saudi clubs might want to take him, but the guy who is going around drinking Belfast benders and stuff, and the Saudi guys and their traditions, they respect their traditions. Will he go there and be happy? He certainly won't. So that is there. So, but even then, would he want to go to Saudi Arabia? He wouldn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. So there could be clubs out there in Europe, certainly, that would want to take him, but at what cost? So who will be able to meet his £350,000 per week wages and pay a big hefty fee for his for his transfer? So it's a difficult thing. Even himself, he might just want to start Man United because he has got a contract. Stay there, enjoy his money. He knows he's going to go nowhere. Try to motivate himself a few games, come, show up, score a goal, sit back on the bench, keep earning your money. And, before you know it, he is 28 and he's got a year left on his contract, can choose then to move on and, go wherever he goes. And somehow he disappears like that. So that's we've seen that happen to footballers. We've seen that happen to players before. So what then has got to be done? I think Man United as a club, England, everyone involved around Marcus Rashford has got to call him, sit him down, try to understand what's wrong with him. If he needs counseling, let them take him into proper counseling. Let them try to talk to him to try and save him, because you cannot go from what he was last season to this just like that. It's inexplainable. It defeats logic. So it's gone beyond being funny. We can't just keep attacking him, saying he's got a wrong attitude, a wrong mood. There must be something wrong with this boy, and it's dangerous. It's wrong. It's bad. We need to be human. This is United. This is what's supposed to be. United should be supportive, especially to kids who came from the academy. I do hope we find ways of supporting him and helping him get back up. And getting back up might not be exactly him staying at Man United. Probably it's not even the right thing for him. In fact, now I feel more than ever that this is the time for Marcus Rashford to move on and go elsewhere, in a different country, different atmosphere, just restart life and play football. Because with the levels he played at last season in the Premier League, goes to any other league in the world, he will bank them. He will do the things Harry Kane is doing if he went to Germany, for example. So let him go to Bayern, him and Harry Kane, destroy the Bundesliga, or go to Dortmund, destroy the Bundesliga like Sancho is, because those leagues are way below the Premier League. With the level, so without motivation, you can still go and perform in those other small leagues. Go to PSG, play well in the French league, and restart life, eat your money, and maybe after a few years you can come back to England if you think there is need to do that. But I don't think there is any need for him to return to England if he went elsewhere and he's still earning his good money. So that's what I think. But it's a sad thing to see. But the beauty is Kobe Maino is in the squad. Guys, it's a competitive England squad. And I feel for Gareth Southgate, I feel like his job is extremely difficult because, first of all, with all the talent at his disposal, no one will listen if England does not win this title. This is the time. They say that now or never. They have got all the talent they have. It's even difficult for him to make selections. He's leaving out experienced players like Raheem Sterling, understandably. Reece James is not in there. Tomori has been left out of the squad. Ben Chilwell is not there. But you've got players like Palmer, who is someone does a forward. You've got Cole Palmer, Oli Watkins. You've got Ivan Toney. You've got Harry Kane. Yeah, Jadon Sancho was also left out of the team. You've got Bukayo Saka. You've got Phil Foden. Jesus Christ. This is a very difficult squad. Then in the middle, you've got Kobe, who has been summoned. You've got Jude Bellingham. You've got Declan Rice. You've got, all these good players. You wonder what on earth he's going to do with them. It's a difficult job for Gareth Southgate, but I don't think it was a difficult decision, like he said. It was so easy for him not to choose Marcus Rashford, because there are so many players who have done better. Before you get to Rashford, you can mention 10 other names before you get to Rashford. Solanke, who was also left out of the squad, so many others. Other United players who have been summoned, of course, Harry Maguire is there in the England team. Then I think he's the captain actually. Then in the same team, rather in the Man United, other players, Garnacho and Lisandro Martinez have been summoned by Argentina. Diogo Dalla and Bruno Fernandes definitely are there for Portugal. So we've got a couple of players. Whereas there's been a largely bad season, there are players who will have the Euros to try and redeem themselves and maybe maintain their value as good players. Because if you get a successful Euro, your team wins it, I think you've got a good chance to come back and claim your stake at Manchester United, saying I'm an important player. You can't dispose me of just like that. So that's what's going on. My name is Webb. Subscribe. This is the United of Sport. I'll catch you later.